Well, because like almost every single person that I've come in contact with in the music industry has told me that my nose is too big and that I won't make it.
This is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata, or you might know her as Lady Gaga. One of the best-selling musical artists in history, selling over 27 million albums and 146 million singles as of 2016. Sure, she's a megastar in the music industry, but in the past few years, she's established herself as an award-winning actress from her performance in American Horror Story, and has garnered critical acclaim for her performance in Bradley Cooper's adaptation of A Star is Born. But back when Lady Gaga was just Stephanie Germanata growing up in New York, she had aspirations of becoming an actress.
I went to acting school for almost 10 years growing up. I went to Strasberg Theater downtown. I studied method acting.
The only role that she was able to get at the time came when she was just 15 years old in an episode of The Sopranos as Girl at Swimming Pool Number 2. There she is. A few years later in 2005, she did end up appearing as an unwilling participant in the MTV reality show Boiling Points, in which actors provoke unsuspecting bystanders and see how mad they get. This show is evil, and whoever served Lady Gaga's salad with garbage on top of it should be ashamed of themselves.
Disgusting.
Then in 2008, Lady Gaga released her debut album Fame, becoming one of the most celebrated albums of all time. Lady Gaga would continue to pop up in movies and TV shows, but when you're a superstar like she is, there are two categories. The first being the cameo. She would periodically appear in a project just as herself, performing a concert or something, like in this episode of The Hills, or this episode of Gossip Girl. There was also this tongue-in-cheek cameo in Men in Black 3 as an alien, an entire episode of The Simpsons in which she visits Springfield and cheers Lisa up, and she poked fun at the whole concept of cameos in the opening to Muppets Most Wanted. But in 2013, that line between cameo appearance and character began to blur.
And Lady Gaga as whoever she wants to be.
Sure, there was this really fun, over-the-top performance as one of many disguises of La Chameleon in the campy action sequel Machete Kills. But the following year, she had one scene in Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Director Robert Rodriguez had worked with Lady Gaga on Machete Kills and wanted her in the Sin City sequel.
You don't stink of anything I don't like, and you kind of remind me of an old boyfriend, okay?
So he chose this character for her to play because it was small enough for her to do and still continue to do her music tour. But then in 2015, Lady Gaga took a break from her music to hyper-focus on the character of the Countess in American Horror Story Hotel. She wanted to give her full attention to this character after approaching co-creator Ryan Murphy with an interest in appearing in the show. The Countess is the owner of the hotel and is pretty much a vampire. Manipulative, deadly, and her costume design and makeup is so extravagant, Gaga doesn't have to do much to come off as a force to be reckoned with.
You don't lack beauty. You lack commitment.
For her performance, she won a Golden Globe, transcending her image as simply a musical artist. She even appeared in the subsequent season American Horror Story Roanoke as an ancient witch. And now Lady Gaga stars in A Star is Born, the fourth adaptation of a story that has a rich history of multi-talented women with Oscar nominations tied to it. Silent film actress Janet Gaynor in 1937 and phenom Judy Garland in 1954 were both nominated for their performances, and Barbra Streisand won for Best Original Song in the 1976 adaptation. Back in 2008, when she started releasing music, we thought we saw a star in the making, but I think it's clear that we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg.
Far from the